Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. In December of 2023, as you listen to this video, you are in charge of the world's biggest institutions, including Wall Street. You also have cryptocurrency on hand before nearly every institution on the planet, and you're able to buy it at prices that are significantly lower than what these institutions will pay. Nothing like this has ever transpired previously. The big firms and organizations always seem to be the first to flock to the latest and greatest industry trend. The retail sector feels the pinch once prices have gone up. Here, that is not occurring. In fact, it's the polar opposite. The opposite is true. That's stunning. Take a look at this Forbes headline that reiterates the argument about XRP once more, because oh yes. Regarding the stock market game, in the midst of the crypto price explosion and the $700 billion Bitcoin Ethereum XRP, BlackRock has ostentatiously unveiled a Wall Street game worth more than $1 trillion. This is just one more reason why, folks, if you've been having problems sleeping lately, it's because prices temporarily drop. Why? Like I said before, it doesn't make sense, but you're going to love it. If you can bear to wait a little longer, I think it will give you a great idea of what's going to happen. Just so we're clear, I don't come from a financial family or anything. Do not take my financial advice as gospel. No matter what I say, you should never put your money into anything. I'm simply a crypto enthusiast who loves to make movies on YouTube. That is, merely as a pastime and for enjoyment. To be fair, the reason I first saw this post was because attorney John Dean Reshard republished it. The ex-social media platform's Bitcoin news account is responsible for this. Plus, it's quite attention-grabbing, and you'll see why it's novel just by reading it. By modifying the structure of its spot Bitcoin ETF, BlackRock has made it possible for authorized participants, primarily Wall Street banks, to deposit cash and purchase additional fund shares, giving them exposure to Bitcoin without really owning any cryptocurrency. Surely, that is noteworthy. Therefore, lawyer Deaton reposted it and added the following to it. Before he wrote, "You might have heard the same thing, they ignore you, then laugh or ignore you, and then realize they can't kill you because they can't laugh or ignore you any longer. To try to slow you down or hurt you, they bring in their hired guns who are dressed as regulators. After that, they'll purchase or adopt you, and then they'll tell all their friends about you." Sure thing. No, Attorney Deaton, you're absolutely right. He brings up this phrase that is sometimes wrongly credited to Mahatma Gandhi. I was unaware of its originator until he mentioned it. Ignore his sales pitch on day one. I'm sure you've heard it all before. I just wanted to know more about it because I'm fascinated. As far as I'm going to go, there is evidence that it is not from Mahatma Gandhi and that it may have originated from somewhere else. Nevertheless, there is a lengthy narrative that goes beyond the scope of this film. Unfortunately, no one has a definitive answer. Regardless, it has an intriguingly large circulation. Especially in the crypto community, where it finds great usage, it strikes a chord with individuals. That being said, the quote is as follows. You win when they ignore you, laugh at you, fight you, and finally defeat you. Plus, even if they knew about the creation of magic internet money in 2009, which, of course, they didn't, you can't take their indifference for granted. Nonetheless, it gains some momentum after that. There may be a small correction before the market recovers, or a large correction of more than 80 or 90% of the market value may crash. Oh my, the idiocy of those people, what a nut job gang, spending all that magical money on the internet. When it does, though, it keeps coming back. Time and again. It just keeps going up and up and up. When they perceive danger, they become aggressive and seek to fight. In the end, though, you'll come out on top. And since we arrived first, they will, indeed, receive a portion of this entire affair. But it will happen nonetheless. That is the essential argument. So, check this out. Here is the piece from Forbes. What is happening here is genuinely incredible, like the quantity of money, and it is utterly fanta. This is completely new. None of this has occurred previously, and when it comes to spot Bitcoin ETFs in particular, this is crucial because they buy Bitcoin. I see that this can be a case of buying the rumor and selling the news, but please don't discount its significance. However, I would just assert that regardless of that, the quantity of money that will flow over a lengthy period of time makes its relevance difficult to exaggerate. That's my opinion, because if you disagree with me, which is perfectly fine, we can disagree civilly, but I will simply point out that your position suggests that major companies like BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, will have a product that fails or doesn't gain significant traction. Is that your opinion? I believe it will gain significant momentum in the long run, even though I don't. Whatever the case may be, the text is as follows. Prices of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP have skyrocketed in the past several months as the industry prepares for 2024, which could be its most significant year to date. For the first time since early 2022, the price of one Bitcoin has surpassed $40,000. The widespread Ethereum XRP and cryptocurrency market saw a significant uptick after a massive BlackRock shock. Amidst rampant speculation of a hidden proposal by a sovereign Bitcoin entity, BlackRock has discreetly modified its groundbreaking Bitcoin spot exchange-traded fund application, or ETF for short, to grant access to Wall Street behemoths like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. With JP Morgan and that, oh my god, Jamie Dimon, this guy is filthy rich. What a liar. I'll use self-censorship as a weapon. As that individual. Oh my goodness, claiming Bitcoin was a scam a long time ago and then bringing it up again recently? It took place, probably, at a hearing before Congress. It happened not long ago. Within the larger crypto asset class, he was spreading additional false information about Bitcoin. Wicked goals. It's for that purpose. It serves nefarious ends. Truthfully, he is aware of that. His level of ignorance is quite astounding. What is going on behind the scenes, though? Here at BlackRock, we're happy to provide you access. After all, you are JP Morgan. They, too, are spreading the myth that cryptocurrency is a hoax. This is totally ridiculous. While most people aren't paying attention, we are. Therefore, if you are JP Morgan, this is the message you are presenting to the world. This is likely because to their feelings of being threatened. To be honest, they will still get their share now. They continue to file in late November, but until they receive their piece, they claim it is BS. With a market capitalization of almost $10 trillion, BlackRock is the biggest asset manager in the world, updated its Bitcoin spot ETF registration to include Wall Street banks as authorized participants, enabling them to avoid regulations that prohibit them from storing crypto on their own balance sheets. This was done on behalf of clients. The change is happening at the same time that BlackRock and its competitors, like Franklin Templeton and Fidelity Grayscale Investments, are meeting with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to finalize the details of their Bitcoin spot ETFs in preparation for the next approval window. These are among the world's most prominent asset managers. Additionally, unlike in other cases where proposals for spot Bitcoin ETFs have been made, they are engaging with the SEC on a regular basis. Everything about this is different. The behavior is different, so please be aware of that. Why, therefore, is the SEC wasting its time and energy hosting the event if the stock Bitcoin ETFs are not going to be approved? The ordinary Joe Schmo won't be swayed by this since, although we are aware of it, the average person doesn't. Consequently, it won't do much. They are clueless about the situation. However, the reason behind their actions remains unclear. That is why I mentioned earlier that my bet has altered due to new evidence. Even though I no longer believe that BlackRock will be the first to receive approval, I do believe that several entities will. Due to the fact that it is founded on fresh proof. It's not merely a casual get-together of friends and family for entertainment purposes. The SEC appears to be attempting to set things up, according to new evidence, by meeting with all sorts of businesses and doing various things that have been highlighted in various recordings. Proceeding from that. Currently, I believe that the most likely outcome is the simultaneous approval of numerous companies. The quote from Sweet Chun goes something like this: if the SEC accepts this revised dual model of creating redeem with cash and physical, then the liquidity that supports the ETF shares when they trade would be increased. This is because there are more potential authorized participants in the process. I utterly ruined the name. CoinDesk was informed by the chief executive of SIA Benchmarks, an investment firm associated with BlackRock, that they are bidding on Bitcoin spot ETFs. This is the reason why you shouldn't be excited, regardless of the coin you hold, as I mentioned in yesterday's video. It has been suppressed for years, but it will eventually catch up to XRP, so I'm saying it the way I would if you had XRP. When it comes to enterprise discovery, I think XRP is going to surpass all expectations and reach new heights. Yes, I do think that. When it hits zero, I could be completely mistaken, but that is my firm belief regarding the likelihood. Therefore, when this happens, and yesterday, I was trying to make a point by pointing out a chart. The idea is straightforward, but it bears repeating, particularly in light of the recent panic. I displayed the price movement of Bitcoin and XRP over the past 12 months. By the way, you're looking at an overlapping chart for Bitcoin and XRP prices. It appears that the two distinct lines on the graph are almost. The pieces of the puzzle aren't always precisely aligned, even down to the second minute of the day. However, my goodness, they do. So, I'm just saying that if Bitcoin goes, XRP will go. People need to relax, because XRP will leave. The data suggests that XRP will continue to move in unison with the broader crypto markets, but I cannot state that with certainty. Sure, I could be wrong, but that is my strong belief. Holy cow, this is so cool, dude. I mean, have you all seen this? Once again, it could be a case of buying rumors and selling news. However, if we're talking about actual money flowing in over the first year, say on the low index, his estimate is $15 billion. If that's the amount of money that flows in, you get a multiplier of 5 to 10 times that, because that's just the way the markets have traditionally acted. Quite a bit of Bitcoin, I must say. Accordingly, the next 12 months to 2 years will be a blazing inferno, and if this drives Bitcoin to a new all-time high, or even if it doesn't, XRP will, do its thing, melt its face. To be honest, I think that. Therefore, unlike many others in the crypto community, I do not buy into the story. My ideal scenario would involve a sharp upswing prompted by new speculation, followed by a precipitous decline. Nevertheless, I am open to other possibilities. Perhaps it does, in fact, continue to rise. That may or may not be the case, but I don't think it's likely. This is a Wall Street game, and they will win. So, everyone, get ready. We will achieve our goals since we are outpacing them. Financial advisors aren't my specialty. No matter what I say, you shouldn't go out and buy anything for yourself. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.